copy of the original. This is.
I'm sorry, David.
Okay.
I apologize. I thought that's the one that I was given. I have the original here. You want me to make copies of that? Because I thought we read the draft last time. That's why we made them.
With
the draft
This is an old draft.
Okay, collect those and let me look at it.
Yes.
Okay, I apologize.
Please, that's the incorrect draft. It was changed substantially during the last meeting. I apologize once again. So if you'll please be patient and wait for the proper draft.
Okay.
What you see in front of you is an older draft which has essentially the same text, but we reorganized it into different sections at the last discussion. So rather than 2 bullets, there are 4 bullets which break it up more logically. What I'll do, in the meantime, I can pull up the draft from the website and read that to you while we wait for copies, okay? And after I read the ordinance, I'd like to give people a chance to speak. I'm wondering how many people signed up so we can give you the time up fairly. Would you please count the number of names on there for me?
I'll bring it over to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Could we get these guys downstairs to stop all the noise so we can have a hearing at this hearing?
You should have been here earlier.
We've been going through this all morning, Mr. Alderman. You'll
Nobody
have to be
stopped
as
it?
patient as we have been.
I mean, how can you have a hearing if I can't hear you?
I say you'll have to be as patient as we
Well,
have
I
been.
want to be patient, but I want to
I
hear.
understand you don't want to be patient, but I'm imploring that you do so, sir.
The noise level's pretty high. If somebody can't hear something, we'll just have to repeat.
Right. Everybody speak up loud. I need to hear you on the camera.
Mr. Cummings, do the windows open?
No, they
No, they
don't.
don't.
We could move up to the courtroom, couldn't we?
Okay.
Thank you very
Lose your
much.
time. They only have a certain
That
amount
makes
of time.
12 people, so it'd be 5 minutes, but it'll be less than that because you'll take some time for remarks and to read the thing.
Okay.
So I would think 3 minutes a person would probably be about what we're going to have left.
Well, I'll go ahead and start. I think up to 5 minutes is probably fine. I don't think that everyone will take 5 minutes. That's just the nature of things, if it's your pleasure to allow that. What I'll do now is this is the second reading of the Pocahontas County Dog Ordinance. It was adopted at the previous County Commission meeting and passed its first reading at that time. Before the County Commission of Pocahontas County, West Virginia, in regards to the management and control of dogs, the members of the Pocahontas County Commission on this 5th day of October 2010 do hereby order that the county's existing dog ordinance of 1995 be replaced with the following, effective upon passage. Section 1, Dogs Running at Large. All dogs in the unincorporated areas of Pocahontas County shall be kept under control by the owner or supervisor of the dog. Dogs not on property owned or leased by the owner of the dog shall be kept on a leash. The sheriff's designees are hereby appointed as dog wardens and county humane officers, as those terms are defined in the West Virginia Code 1931 as amended, and are collectively designated Pocahontas County Animal Control Officers. Such animal control officers are hereby authorized to seize dogs not on a leash if such dogs are not on property owned or leased by the owner, and to hold such dogs at the animal control facilities for a period of 5 days or until the owner of such dogs pays the facility fees and costs due as herein below set forth, whichever time is shorter. Dogs not picked up by the owner within 5 days shall become the property of Pocahontas County and shall be adopted out to suitable owners or may be destroyed pursuant to the provisions of this ordinance by the animal control officers or their agents. See West Virginia State Code, Chapter 19-20A-7, Enforcement of Article. Owners of dogs which are permitted to leave waste on public or private property not his or her own should immediately remove and properly dispose of the waste. Owners who do not remove such waste from the public or private property not owned or leased by them are guilty of a misdemeanor and shall be fined not less than $50, no more than $150 upon conviction.
Now I have copies of the correct one. Do you have it?
Dogs engaged in legal hunting activities lawful training activities, law enforcement activities, lawful herding, or other farm business activities shall not be subject to this section of the ordinance. See West Virginia State Code, Chapter 19-20A-8, in part providing limited exemption for hunting and farm dogs from county commission or municipality action. Section 2, dogs not having proper tags and rabies vaccination. Any dog which does not have on its collar a tag indicating that the applicable county taxes or fees have been paid, and or any dog which does not have a tag indicating that the particular dog has had its rabies vaccination shall be considered uncontrolled and subject to seizure. In addition, all persons who own, keep, or harbor a dog which is not vaccinated or revaccinated against rabies, and whoever vaccinates a dog against rabies and fails or refuses to keep and report the required record of such vaccination, or fails or refuses to provide the required tag, or whoever obstructs or interferes in any way with the enforcement of the laws hereto pertaining, shall upon conviction be fined not less than $10, no more than $50, or be confined in the regional jail not less than 10 days, no more than 60 days, or both. The assessor, at the time residents of this county pay the dog tax or fee and receive their dog tag, shall provide a copy of this or any subsequently amended dog management ordinance. The ordinance shall also be available on the county website. 3. Excessively noisy dogs. Habitually barking, howling, or yelping dogs are hereby found to be and are declared a public nuisance. Pursuant to West Virginia Code, Chapter 7-1-3 KK, the keeping or harboring of any dog within the county of Pocahontas, which dog, by frequent or habitual barking, howling, or yelping, creates unreasonably loud or disturbing noises of such character, intensity, or duration as to disturb the peace, quiet, and good order of the neighborhood, or such resident or business neighbors as may be in close enough proximity to such dog to cause such disturbance, is prohibited. Any person who shall allow such dog to habitually remain, be lodged or fed within or on any property, dwelling, building, yard, or enclosure which he or she occupies, owns, or over which he or she has control, shall be considered as harboring such dog and shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. On a finding by the Magistrate Court of Pocahontas County that this section of the ordinance has been violated, such magistrate shall impose a fine in the amount of $100 for a first offense. Subsequent offenses shall result in fines of at least $100, but not to exceed $250. Appeals from a magistrate court finding and conviction shall be to the circuit court. Such finding and conviction shall not restrict the bringing of the civil action in an appropriate court of law to seek a remedy for imposition of this offending nuisance. Section 4, Impoundment and Fees. When, in the provisions of this ordinance, animal control officers or law enforcement officers seize dogs, and such dogs are housed at the county animal control facilities, fees for such impoundment shall be as follows. Seizure and delivery of dog to facility, $54. Serving or posting notice to owner, $20. Housing and feeding dog per diem, $7. All animal control officers are hereby authorized to issue citations for violations of this ordinance. And the last page is the signature page. Note that, yes,